tonight on Our News Live at 7.
From generator fuel costs to lost revenue, summer power failures continue to hit Bahamian businesses hard. We speak with the Chamber of Commerce on the push for immediate relief.
Plus, more calls for transparency and accountability after government's debt skyrocketed by $700 million. And in tonight's Sustainability First, the SPDC helping entrepreneurs grow their businesses while protecting the blue economy. We'll tell you about their latest financial investment. And then in our news at 7:30, local vendors stationed at Cabbage Beach is speaking up and speaking out regarding the erection of a fence along the beach and shoreline. We have the details for these stories and more as Our News Live at 7 starts now. Welcome to Our News Live at 7. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Megan Shepard. For months now, rolling power outages have left Bahamian residents and businesses in the dark, frustrated and footing the bill, from spoiled inventory to damaged household equipment. And tonight, the Bahamas Chamber of Commerce is weighing in on the impact these outages have had on the business community. Our Evelyn Ferguson picks up the story.
From food stores to office supply businesses, power outages are forcing companies to spend more just to keep their doors open. Many say the constant use of generators is eating into profits and testing their patience. For Bahamas Office and School Supplies, keeping its Windsor Field Road location operating during outages has meant relying on generator power instead of BPL. The company's vice president, Audrika Turnquest, recently spoke about the challenges of keeping the business running amid the ongoing outages.
At this location in particular, yes. There were more noticeable outages here. We did lose some IT equipment that was costly to replace.
Turnquest's concerns echo what many business owners have been saying throughout the summer. Power outages are cutting into profits and forcing difficult choices. The strain has been felt across industries, leaving business leaders pressing for answers and solutions. One of those voices has been Chamber of Commerce Chairman Don Williams.
Some members have faced and reported losses in terms of burnout from the generators. They've lost inventory. You're losing staff as well, because you have to send staff home, so you have to account for that in your costs. It is a problem so severe that the chamber has been speaking with some officials in the Ministry of Finance to see how we can get some form of compensation back to businesses. So we're having that open dialogue with them. In the meantime, we're looking forward to see what BPL can provide at the same time to businesses, maybe some form of rebate, something back that keeps the ball rolling, that allows the business to recoup some of those costs.
Williams says businesses are still looking for answers and, more importantly, a clear path forward.
That's something that we were hoping to get from the Prime Minister's address, and we look forward to hopefully BPL or BGC, whoever's in charge at this point, as I know the buck tends to switch between the two organizations.
We'll continue tracking these upcoming talks as local business owners seek immediate relief, and we'll bring you these updates as they develop. Reporting for Our News, I'm Evelyn Ferguson.
Thanks so much, Evelyn. Well, Grand Key residents are finally getting some relief from their long plunge into darkness. The rental generator promised by Bahamas Power and Light officials arrived on the island yesterday, was installed, and is now up and running. BPL Northern Regional Manager Marvin Green says the company understands the frustration of residents, especially for fishermen on the island.
The timing could not be worse because it's the opening of the lobster season. So the company will be visiting with the members of the community, those that were impacted. I mean, everyone were impacted, but where persons may need to submit claims for damages, those will be given special attention to ensure that we at least try to recover some of the loss.
But Green says the work is far from over. BPL is now looking at backup power solutions while fast-tracking plans for a permanent power station.
our work has not finished. We still have to find some form of redundancy there because, again, both of our units did fail. Two brand new units that were under warranty are still out for repairs, and they haven't been repaired as yet. So we'll continue to push, and we want to get a second unit down there to provide backup should there be any issues with this one. And so we've had a series of what appears to be just unfortunate situations. The failures are premature, and we have to do a deeper dive and investigate why those things were happening.
Shadow Finance Minister Kwesi Thompson is calling for transparency and accountability after government's debt skyrocketed by $700 million. The fourth quarter 2025-2026 Public Debt Statistical Bulletin showing the central government's debt ballooned from $696.9 million to $12.46 billion, a 5.9% increase over the previous fiscal year. Thompson calling it unacceptable, especially considering the fact, he says, that the Davis administration had projected a $75 million surplus.
If you took the figure of the 1.3 billion, that would almost amount to over 20 schools being built. It would amount to somewhere in the range of 130 people receiving $10,000 benefits from the government. That is the kind of volume that we are talking about. And so the Bahamian public expects to see, and they have not seen, the proper value for money.
But for Thompson, what's equally troubling is the large amount of money loaned to Bahamas Power and Light and the Bahamas Public Parks and Beaches Authority. That comes as the government said in its annual borrowing plan for 2025-2026 that it intended to use the projected surplus to pay down the country's debt. Thompson, however, is questioning the government's decision to provide such significant financial support to these state-owned entities.
If the government is going to have a $75 million surplus, that should be bringing down the national debt, not seeing a huge increase in the national debt, $2 billion, $2 billion with a B, dollars being increased on the national debt. So we need to see transparency. We need to see value for money. And I think that is the bottom line that the Bahamian public wants to hear and wants to see is value for money. What are we getting because of all of this debt that is being placed on us?
Well, in news from the court, a Yellow Elder resident is accused of a Christmas Eve shooting in his neighborhood that killed one man and injured another. 32-year-old Kimon Newbold of Graham Drive is charged with the December 24th, 2025 murder of Christopher Mott and the attempted murder of Tyrese Robinson. The incident allegedly took place at Graham Drive and Lime Street. Newbold was not required to enter pleas to the charges when he made his first court appearance before Acting Chief Magistrate Ansela Evans. He was denied bail and returns to court on February 18th. A woman is facing multiple counts of murder, attempted murder, and other charges in relation to shootings that took place last week. Prosecutors say 18-year-old Diomonique Webster, while concerned with others, killed 3 men and attempted to murder 3 law enforcement officers. Webster was arrested and 3 firearms seized after the August 22nd fatal shooting of 36-year-old Eric Stewart at Gladstone Road. The suspects allegedly opened fire on the police unit chasing them in an attempt to kill Constable Len King, able seaman Reynaldo Pinder, and Marine seaman Laricius Ambrister. Prosecutors believe that Webster is responsible for the murder of 52-year-old Samuel Pascal at Joe Farrington Road earlier that day, and the August 21st murder of 51-year-old Kimbo Guerra at Soldier Road and Blue Hill Road. Webster is further accused of robbing a woman at gunpoint of the white Nissan Cube that was used in the crimes. She's also accused of the August 22nd holding up of Shell gas station on Carmichael and Blue Hill Roads and getting away with $1,582. Webster was not required to enter pleas to the charges when she appeared before Acting Chief Magistrate Ansela Evans. She was denied bail and returns to court on February 18th to receive voluntary bill of indictment papers. Well, we've still got more news to come. But for now, meteorologist Greg Thompson is standing by in the Weather Center. Greg, happy Thursday. How's it looking?
Yeah, thanks, Megan, and a happy Thursday evening, everybody. A warm evening on the outdoors right now. 87 degrees is our current temperature under partly cloudy skies. Winds out of the east at 9 miles per hour. Feels like temperature very warm, 97 degrees. Temperatures right now around the Family of Islands. 87s across the northwest Bahamas with the exception of Alistown, Bimini, and Marsh Harbor, Abaco, all 86s there. Central Bahamas, pick up 87s once again. Kemps Bay, South Andros, Black Point, Exuma Keys, Deadman's Key, Long Island, and in Port Nelson, Rum Key. Pair of 86s in Georgetown, Exuma, and in Coben Town, San Salvador. Arthurstown, Kid Island, slightly warmer at 88, and into the southeast Bahamas. 86 degrees. Duncantown, Ragged Island, Colonel Hill, Cricket Island, Delectable Bay, Abrahams Bay, Megwana, and in Matthewtown, Inaga, all 87s, and our neighbors to the southeast, Turks and Caicos Islands. You have a temperature right now of 85 degrees. Satellite radar composite, still some moisture across the northwest Bahamas, coupled with that upper level disturbance across the Florida area. That's triggering more showers and thunderstorms across the northwest and portions of the central Bahamas. We have that upper level disturbance just near the Puerto Rico area. That's going to continue to track towards the west. That will increase our chances of some showers over the next day or so, taking us into the weekend. So if you have plans for the outdoors, you may want to keep the rain gear handy. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. We'll take a second look at our weather when we come back.
Coming up in sports, Jazz absolutely balling. And hopefully we can say the same thing about the men's hoops team in Uruguay at the end of the night.
Paradise Games just opened a new location on Prince Charles.
Yeah, where? I drive Prince Charles every day.
Right in the Solomon Springs Plaza.
Oh, yeah, I know the plaza. So when they open?
They open Monday to Sunday, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Well, let me hurry up and get there right now to catch this late Miami tree ball. You know my boy turning 30. I gotta try catch this number before it falls.
Girl, let me come with you. Lake Miami, here we come.
Paradise Games, where every spin is a chance to win. Paradise Games reminds you to please game responsibly.
You or a loved one currently under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home health care supplier. Our compassionate team is committed to patients and their loved ones. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept all major insurance. With 2 locations to serve you, at Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street, we also ship to the Family Islands. Visit us on Facebook or call Ports at 377-1771.
Pop the top with collect, check your cap by 700, 200,000 in cash and prizes, with winners on different islands. Collect! Pop the top with collect, check your cap by 700. You could win free bears, take a sip, and collect merchandise. Matter says, I pop mine at, I pop mine at, win free bears at, just check your cap, collect! Pop the top with collect, check your cap by 700. You could win free bears, take a sip, and collect merchandise. Drink responsibly, boy.
Welcome to Our Sports at 7, presented by 10th year seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Let's do show. The numbers are what matter the most, right? That's the rebuttal we always get when we talk about Jazz and its intangibles. But numbers are what you take to the negotiating table. And we should like all these numbers he's putting up right now. This is the Jazz Chisholm we know and the one certain people need reminders of constantly. Last night he went 3 for 3 with a walk, a run, an RBI, and a stolen base, helping the Yankees beat the Astros 9-3. Availability is always the best ability. No, we may not be at what we would consider full strength, but ball up top. It's game day. The road to a World Cup berth continues tonight on the road in Uruguay, and we'll have to get it done with 10 guys. A bit of a different look from the last window. He was injured the last time we saw him on the floor for Team Bahamas, but Buddy Hield is back and ready to lead the charge. There's Kai Jones, Isaiah Mobley, Franco Miller Jr., Sammy Hunter, Dominic Bridgewater, Keno Burrows, Garvin Clark Jr., Jacob Hanna, and Romad Dean. Curve to Track and Field is headed to Guyana for the first time. This is a big deal, a big responsibility. So NACAC head honcho Mike Sands and the region's top official gotta make sure everything will be ready. NACAC signed the official hosting agreement with Guyana's Athletic Association, so all systems are a go. The 54th edition of the region's biggest junior track and field showcase will take place over Easter weekend, with about 1,100 athletes, coaches, and officials expected to make the trip. That'll do it for sports. More where that came from, run it back on our news at 7:30.
When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as catastrophic floods kill over 360 people, more than 1,400 still missing. Plus, Russia bombards 9 Ukrainian cities overnight, calling the strikes massive. And in tonight's Sustainability First, turning big ideas to protect the country's oceans and marine resources into big business. We have the details when our news returns.
For 38 years, Struckham Commercial Pest Services has provided trained certified technicians while using environmentally safe, industry-standard products. Pests can devastate your business. Together, we will ensure adequate sanitation standards and safe pest exclusion methods. Uncontrolled pest problems lead to significant financial loss due to food contamination, business disruption, and stock waste. Struckham provides detailed solutions protecting your business and reputation. Struckham, #1 in pest control services.
Rubens has career wear from Casper and Klein and LeSuit that will take you from office perfection to after-hour elegance with professional tailored suiting and business casual pieces. We have your 9-to-5 fit, even in plus. At Rubens, we believe trailblazing women need clothing that will consistently deliver powerful looks that complement their style and confidence. Rubens has workwear for the guys too, with Dockers and Nautica pants, dress shirts, and more to enhance his professional wardrobe. Get dressed up with Rubens, Harbor Bay and Palmdale Plaza, with timeless suiting made to work.
Hey pizza lovers, Marco's Pizza is turning up the heat with new daily deals that are here to stay. Get the trio 1 large, 1 topping pizza, a 2-liter drink, and cheesy bread for just $21. Or double up with the Golden Crust Duo. 2 large, 1 topping pizzas and a 2-liter drink for just $24. Want more? Grab the Magnifico Double. 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for just $28. Great pizza, great deals, all day, every day. Available now at Marco's Pizza. Order today.
AssureWin is open 24/7.
You can now top up your AssureWin account anytime online with the online deposit option on AssureWin.com.
Or via any convenient SunCash ATM. Just click the AssureWin selection.
It's quick, easy, and always open. AssureWin online. What's your game?
Lotto, casino, or sportsbook.
Win big. It's AssureWin.
Quick, easy, and always open. AssureWin online.
This is our news. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. Catastrophic flash floods in a border area of China and Nepal yesterday have killed at least 359 people and left more than 1,400 people missing as of Thursday. Many were foreigners in the area for trekking, guided tours, or a pilgrimage to a sacred Hindu site. Videos of the disaster showed people running before the floodwaters swallowed them up and washed out buildings and bridges. Images also showed what appeared to be the second floors of buildings slathered in mud after the torrent rushed by. Riverbanks and village streets were covered in mud. Debris hung from tree branches and wires. Vehicles were buried and some stunned survivors were caked in mud. Russia bombarded cities across Ukraine with missiles and drones in an overnight onslaught that ran into the daylight hours of Thursday, when explosions echoed around Kyiv through the morning. Ukraine is desperately short of U.S.-made Patriot air defense missiles that can counter Russia's ballistic missiles, and Moscow's fast-flying jet-powered drones have brought another challenge. Ukrainian officials say Russia builds up missile stocks and launches major attacks every few days, hoping to exhaust Ukrainian defenses through the sheer weight of numbers. In response, Ukraine has hit high-profile targets on Russian soil as the countries inflict mutual destruction. Well, 5 Bahamian entrepreneurs are turning their business ideas into part of a bigger push to protect the country's oceans and marine resources. They are the first winners of a Blue Economy Accelerator designed to help small businesses grow while making sustainability part of how they operate. In this week's Sustainability First, our Delbardo Emmanuel tells us how entrepreneurs are being encouraged to build successful businesses without compromising the natural resources they depend on.
Bahamas first, putting sustainability first for our people and our environment. What's first for you and the planet comes first for us.
5 Bahamian entrepreneurs walked away $10,000 richer after pitching their ideas aimed at growing their businesses and creating new opportunities in the blue economy.
I am so excited to start this venture and bring out something that's not going to be actually chemically based, but it will be safe for the reefs as well as our skin.
Melissa Cartwright, owner of Spot Chicks on the Go, was one of the 5 winners. Her pitch was centered around developing a Bahamian safe reef sunscreen. The program brought together the Small Business Development Center and the Nature Conservancy, with participants going through 8 weeks of specialized training and mentorship. Misha Cartwright, Assistant Program Manager for Impact Funding Bahama Reefs, says the focus was on helping entrepreneurs build businesses that can make money without damaging the very resources businesses rely on.
Without our natural resources, we won't have these livelihoods. So it's really important to us not to just support local businesses or small businesses, but to support reef-positive businesses.
So the challenge for participants was not simply to come up with something that could make money. Their ideas also had to consider how their businesses could operate responsibly and help preserve the oceans and coral reefs that support so much of the country's economic activity. 12 entrepreneurs started the program. 7 made it to the final pitch, and 5 walk away with $10,000 each to help grow and scale their ideas. Among them were Allison Longley and her husband, the couple behind Blue Quest Bahamas.
We offer a unique snorkel experience that we call the Reef Rescue Experience, located at our shore-based nursery. Participants learn about reef ecology, fish identification, and the importance of coral reefs.
SBDC Bahamas Director of External Relations, Rashad Ritchie, says building a more sustainable blue economy also means giving entrepreneurs the knowledge to develop businesses that can last without destroying the resources that allow them to exist in the first place.
We cannot build businesses that do not protect the same resource that caused those businesses to exist and to thrive.
Reporting for our news and reminding you to put sustainability first, I'm Davide Emmanuel.
Still to come in our news at 7:30, from humble beginnings to topping a major streaming platform, our Danielle Miller talks one-on-one with an emerging artist from the region. That's coming up when our news continues.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
Celebrates the Bahamian spirit, from culture and craft to our reefs and jungle, preserving what's ours, shaping what's next. Like, it's in our hands.
Ah, sun, sea, good friends. And bold new flavor has arrived in the Bahamas. Introducing the new Jalapeno Ranch Cheeseburger. Spicy jalapenos, cool ranch, fresh Wendy's beef, one perfect balance. This isn't a heat you run from, you enjoy it. Bring the heat. Keep the cool with Wendy's new Jalapeno Ranch Cheeseburger.
That does it for our news at 7. We've got more to come in our news at 7:30. But the sounds of cowbells means it's time for Thursday is the new Friday, sponsored by Collect. Entertainment correspondent Danielle Miller is getting the weekend started over at the Merchant Cellar. Danny, looking a little busy shopping. I hope you're bringing back something for the team.
Hey, Megan. I am at the Merchant Cellar in Harbor Bay Shopping Plaza. Reason being is because I came here to shop and drink, because they give you alcohol as you roam through the store. But primarily, I came here to get a new backpack. The last one I got from here was really durable. Like, I remember being out in the rain when I went to Best of the Best, and nothing that was inside that backpack got wet. So I came to get another color, pink, just, to be a little girly, but they have a wide variety in here. And also, they don't serve collect, but I brought it. And if you want collect, I'm sure if you request it, somebody could get it. Don't tell them I tell you that. But they have wine, coffee, and water. All right, guys and gals. Of course, as you know, during our 7:30 p.m. broadcast, we do have your weekly dose of entertainment news, and we have a special, exclusive interview with someone who performed on Spotify's UK's edition of the Carnival Sounds 2026 campaign. All right, guys and gals. Deuces.
All right, Danny, looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks so much. Well, be sure to stay tuned to our news on Thursdays to see more escapades like that one with our Daniel Miller. Here are your latest headlines. First tonight on our news, live at 7:30.
This fence erected by contractors have the vendors on Cabbage Beach fearing for their livelihood. But they said they're ready to put up a fight. More on their story up ahead.
Also,
more than 100 Haitian nationals repatriated to Haiti this morning. Stay tuned to our news tonight for more details.
Plus, a 22-year-old man is behind bars accused of sexually assaulting a 6-year-old girl. And later,
wrong place, wrong time is how Free National Movement's leader Michael Pintard is responding to former Prime Minister Hubert Ingram's recent response about the party's leadership. I'm Delvaro Emmanuel. Stay tuned to our news tonight for the full story.
Those stories when our news live at 7:30 returns.
It's a challenge that extends beyond just aging equipment. For years, rental generation has helped to keep electricity flowing. But those rentals come at a significant cost, with Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited spending millions of dollars each year to meet the country's generation needs.
Moving away from rental generation means having to invest in more permanent solutions. Here at the Blue Hills Power Station, new, more efficient generation units will be installed.
The new power plant that's up and coming to the Blue Hills Power Station, it's projected to be a proposed 133 megawatt combined cycle power plant, where you have gas turbines and you have steam turbines to provide a hybrid system.
These new generation units will run on liquefied natural gas and are projected to significantly increase generation capacity.
We're typically getting about 40 megawatts from our rented capacity because, that's the need that we have. And we go into a plant that's 133 megawatts. So it will absorb the need for our rental and then give us space for our future growth.
Renewable energy is also expected to help reduce the need for costly rental generation. Here in New Providence, we're already seeing that transition take place.
What we are building is really a drop in bucket, so to speak, right? But it will assist, obviously, in the long run.
Beyond the capital, Eleuthera and Abaco are also moving towards hybrid energy systems, combining solar, battery storage, and liquefied natural gas.
Well, because of the mix of power production entities that we have, it'll mean that we're not reliant upon one source. So because of that, we'll be more resilient in terms of being able to meet the demands that's on the grid.
Rental generation has played an important role in keeping the lights on. But the new energy era introduces permanent solutions that provide a more reliable, sustainable, and affordable energy future for the Bahamas.
Welcome to our news. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Atalia Hall Thomas. First tonight, for more than 3 decades, Cabbage Beach has been a workplace for local vendors, but now a new fence along the shoreline is raising questions about their access to the beach and whether they will still have a place to work. Our Chanasa Alden gets us started tonight.
For more than 30 years, vendors have been making a living right here on Cabbage Beach. But now this newly erected fence along the shoreline have them fearing for their livelihood. But they say they're not backing down.
No way. I hear this Cabbage Beach is going to be on my obituary. You're going to say I'm here for life, okay?
Around 9 this morning, there was trouble in Paradise.
as vendors move to stop the erection of a fence along the beach and shoreline. The fence is allegedly connected to an ongoing construction project, but these vendors say what they were told by developers about how the project would affect their business was very different from what they saw happening on the ground.
We know about what they was doing, but they didn't let us know that they was going to put the fence across. They told us that they was going to work with us and we would still be able to work.
Vendors could be seen disrupting the fence installation, saying it would block their access to the beach, and they made it clear they aren't going down without a fight.
My blanket in my car ready to go central, okay? And we're not going to let no foreigners come in this country and run over us like we're no dummy.
And for Rashonda Key, the fight is personal. The vendor, who has been paralyzed since 2014, says Cabbage Beach has been her source of income and helped her to provide for her family, including putting her 2 children through school. Key adds, losing access to the beach could mean losing her livelihood.
If they take that from me, I don't know. They must be sending me home to die. I don't know. We make this beach. Some people been out here for 36 years. This is our beach.
With the fence now pushing vendors closer to the waterline, low tide gave them some room to operate today. But they say that space disappears when the water rises.
You have to be up there. The waves just be like 8 foot high. So no way, they sending us out there to drown, to die.
One tourism official also visited the beach, but declined to comment on the situation.
I cannot speak on those, or I cannot speak to any matter at this time.
But you're the regulator of the vendor, so right now you don't have anything to say?
No, not I was not given instruction to say anything or do anything.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Chinasa Outen.
All right, thanks so much, Shanasha. Now, since that interview, the Ministry of Tourism has released a statement saying developers move ahead with erecting the fence despite requests for further consultation and evaluation. The ministry says the fence will be removed, allowing discussions to resume on protecting the beach and safeguarding vendors' livelihoods.
From as early as 8 a.m., the migrants were transported by bus.
Well, we apologize for that technical difficulty. 104 Haitian migrants were repatriated by the Department of Immigration this morning as the department continues to ramp up its repatriation exercises, with more than 2,000 migrants from multiple countries already sent home this year. And officials say the effort is far from over. Our Joshua Williams was at the Lynden Pinling International Airport for this morning's exercise.
From as early as 8 a.m., the migrants were transported by buses from the Carmichael Road Detention Center to the Lynden Pinling International Airport, where a Bahamas Air jet was waiting to take the over 100 Haitian nationals back home, many of them wearing medical masks, hiding their faces, some with towels over their heads. One gentleman could even be seen limping and had to be assisted up the aircraft stairs. As the migrants made their way from the buses onto the aircraft, Immigration Assistant Director Chad Adams briefed reporters on the repatriation exercise.
Consisting of 76 adult males, 27 adult females, and 1 minor female. All of these individuals would have been apprehended throughout the Commonwealth.
In fact, officials say there have been over 2,000 repatriations per year, with illegal migrants returning home almost every day.
We have a lot of persons that are overstaying, whether it's by their visitor's visa or by their work permits. We would encourage those individuals to leave the country voluntarily. We can increase our operations, and as long as you come into our custody, you will go through due process, which means you will go before the courts, and whatever the courts decide, that is what you will have to be facing.
Adams says the routine repatriation exercises have helped keep the detention center at low capacity.
We avoid overcrowding, so we consistently do repatriations. Sometimes you will not see all the big repatriations like today, the large ones. Sometimes you have small ones, 14, 15, and they're leaving out on various charters or Bahamas Air itself. And so, we consistently repatriate persons on a daily basis, and that's all nationalities, not just Haitian nationals, Dominicans, Haitians, Brazilians, Americans, anyone who has breached the laws, Ecuadorians. They are repatriated just the same as our friends in the South.
Now, officials say while this is a large repatriation, expect more to come as the year goes on. Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
All right, thanks so much for that, Joshua. Well, a 22-year-old man is behind bars accused of molesting a 6-year-old girl. Conrad Clark is charged with unlawful sexual intercourse in connection with an incident allegedly occurring on August 22nd. Clark appeared before Magistrate Abigail Farrington, but he was not required to enter a plea to the charge. Bail was denied. He's due to return to court on December 15th. Switching gears now, F&M leader Michael Pintard pushing back at former Prime Minister Hubert Ingraham, calling his latest comments about the party's leadership inappropriate for the setting in which they were made. Ingraham told party supporters last week that the F&M needs to find someone who can win, just 4 months after publicly endorsing Pintard as the country's next Prime Minister. So what changed? Our Delvado Emmanuel takes a closer look.
Your job is to find who can win for you. Whoever it is.
Those words from former Prime Minister Hubert Ingraham, delivered before a park room of Free National Movement supporters recently. The party gathered at Le Chateau on East Bay Street last week for Mix and Mingle, part of its activities marking 34 years since its historic 1992 general election victory under Ingram's leadership. The night was largely about reflecting on that victory and paying homage to those who helped pave the way. But Ingraham, a patronage of that event, also used the occasion to deliver a message about the party's future. He urged the F&M to get back on the road, reconnect with old supporters, and open doors to new people and fresh ideas. And his message was clear. If the party wants to win again, it has to give the public something it's prepared to support.
The public did not like what we offered. Now, we may disagree with the public, but they are the ones who make the decisions.
But those remarks strike a different tone from Ingram's message just 4 months ago at the F&M's final rally ahead of the May general election.
It is my privilege to endorse, to recommend, put forward to the Bahamas, Michael Pintard as your next Prime Minister.
So what changed between then and now? Since that endorsement, the F&M suffered defeat in the 2026 general election. And even before that, the party had lost 2 by-elections under Pintard's leadership. Speaking on Guardian Radio with host Shivago Lang, the F&M leader called the former Prime Minister's remarks inappropriate for the setting.
Had I been a former leader who won multiple times, who understand the dynamics of politics, at a ceremony that celebrates me and celebrate what the team has accomplished, I would know, and I would not make those comments in that setting.
Still, Pintard stopped short of dismissing Ingram's contribution to the party or the country, saying that whatever their political difference may be, he recognizes the former Prime Minister's record.
And therefore, I continue to support him. I know he wasn't good for my political career, but I know he was good for the party.
And on the central question of whether the F&M needs a leader who can win, Pintard says he doesn't disagree. He says that question will ultimately be settled within the party.
The Free National Movement does need a leader that can win, and that's why we go to convention to make the case.
Now, while a national convention isn't slated until next year, sources within the party speculates a conclave could be held by the end of the year as a temperature check ahead of the convention. Reporting for our news, I'm Delvado Emmanuel.
All right, thanks so much for that, Delvado. Well, nice temperatures on this Friday, Junior. Wondering how things will shape up this weekend. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center with your first look. Greg, what can you tell us?
Yeah, thanks, Natalia, and welcome back, everybody, for a quick check on conditions outside our studios and around the islands. Very warm day around the islands today. We got up into the 90s. 87 degrees is our current temperature with partly cloudy skies. Your winds out of the east at 9 miles per hour, but your temperature feels very warm. Feels like 97 degrees on the outside. Satellite radar composite. Moisture across the northwest Bahamas coupled with an upper level disturbance triggering some showers and some thunderstorms mainly across the northwest Bahamas. Most of the activity across Florida. We will continue this trend tonight through tomorrow as that upper level disturbance will be slow to move towards the west. We have another one that's coming from the east just to the north of Puerto Rico and Hispaniola coupled with a tropical wave to the south of that. That will also help to trigger some showers for the next day or so. That's a quick check on conditions around the island. Stick with us. We'll take a look at newly formed Dolly and your extended forecast when we come back.
Still to come on our news, cultural stakeholders in Grand Bahama are calling for greater support and a stronger voice in national decision-making. We'll tell you all about the Ministry of Culture's new listening series. That's all coming up when our news returns.
It starts with the school bell. Then comes the running, the noise, the mess, the whole crew coming over. It's the beautiful chaos of after school. But when hunger becomes one more thing to handle, you got this. Grab the KFC Back to School bucket. Get a free KFC fan while supplies last and scan your receipt for your chance to win a fully loaded KFC backpack. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
So don't be profiling anybody. Trust the leader in private lending for your personal loans. Oh, they like the path to financial freedom. One just for you. Come on. Sunshine financing for a sing-a-ling-a-ling. Hey, hey. When you need that money, come home vacation every. Don't be profiling in this party. What? I want that 000. I grin on there cause I got no money. You only hear me, eh? You better go by Sunshine Finance and ask them for the 000 promotion.
Go 000 with Sunshine Finance. 0 interest, 0 payments, and 0 service fees until 2027. 000. More savings, more freedom. Apply now.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
Welcome to Paradise Games, where exceptional service meets the ultimate gaming experience. Our dedicated team is here to make every visit a win.
Now this is paradise.
This is more than just a place to play.
Now this is paradise.
It's where excitement meets world-class service.
Now this is paradise.
Now this is paradise.
Come experience it for yourself. Now this is paradise.
The push to strengthen Grand Bahama's cultural sector is taking center stage, with cultural stakeholders calling for greater support and a stronger voice in national cultural decision-making. Minister for Culture, Arts and Heritage, Leslie Miller-Bryce, was in Grand Bahama this week, meeting with artists, cultural practitioners, and other stakeholders as part of her ministry's new Listening Cultural series. The inaugural session was held Wednesday at Kingdom Worship Center International, where the minister stressed that cultural policy should be shaped by the people working in the sector.
Too often, institutions are built by speaking first, but we believe lasting progress begins with listening first. Listening to the artists trying to survive creatively, listening to the entrepreneur building within the orange economy, listening to the musicians, writers, actors, dancers, designers, artisans, historians, educators, cultural practitioners, and community leaders who have long been doing the work of preserving and advancing Bahamian identity.
But the discussion also highlighted concerns about the current state of culture in Grand Bahama. One attendee argued the island's cultural presence has declined over the years, while Preston Knowles, the vice president of the Freeport Players Guild, shared his dissatisfaction with the existing cultural presence on the island as well.
What we want is a seat at the table, whether that's in Nassau, flying over for a monthly meeting, just so that we're on par with what you guys are doing, and we can bring whatever that is here and put our own input and flair onto it as well.
Coming up in sports, it was another big night for Jazz, and this time it gets the Yankees a dub. Find out who takes the floor for Team Bahamas tonight against Uruguay, and Guyana is already getting ready to host Carifta 54 because they'll need to.
This is the ride on the weekend with my grandma to this place, Burger King Nassau, where grandma enjoyed her favorite flame grilled Whopper with fresh veggies, flame grilled beef just the way she likes it. And then I enjoyed my cheeseburger kids meal with a special treat.
And now, all grown up, I get to enjoy Burger King with these people, my friends, enjoying the same classic flame grilled Whopper. Let's just say, we know flame grilled tastes better.
So you need a part for your car.
You need a water pump for 2014 Honda Accord. Don't worry, man. I can send you to my boy. You could be straight.
But his boy isn't WimAuto.com.
Hello? You say you're looking for a water pump, right?
They made you question if you knew what you were doing.
Yeah, man. That's cool.
It did not. Luckily, WimAuto.com lets you search for parts by year, make, and model.
Found it.
Plus, you can pay online for pickup or next weekday delivery.
I have a guide for that. Actually, a website.
Save time and shop with confidence on WimAuto.com.
This hurricane season, don't wait until a storm is on the way. The time to protect your most valuable assets is today. Talk to us before it's too late. Don't wait till devastation is at your door. We can help you protect your home from all kinds of perils, including hurricanes. In the event a storm is traveling, new policies cannot be issued until after the storm has passed. We're here to help you weather the storm with peace of mind.
Celebrates the Bahamian spirit, from culture and craft to our reefs and jungle, preserving what's ours, shaping what's next. Like, it's in our hands.
Life is full of complicated things. Trading in the Bahamian stock market doesn't have to be one of them. As a BISIC registered broker, RF Stock Brokerage is your direct line to buying and selling shares in publicly traded companies like AML, Cable Bahamas, Doctors Hospital, and more. And with priority trading and the automatic deposit of your trade proceeds and dividend payments, with RF, you're going to love the way you trade. Get started today at rfgroup.com. RF, money at work.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Let's do show. The numbers are what matter the most, right? That's the rebuttal we always get when we talk about Jazz and his intangibles. But numbers are what you take to the negotiating table. And we should like all these numbers he's putting up right now. This is the Jazz Chisholm we know, and the one certain people need reminders of constantly. Last night he went 3 for 3 with a walk, a run, an RBI, and a stolen base, helping the Yankees beat the Astros 9-3. Tied 3-3 in the 7th, Jazz had an RBI double off the wall, and New York dropped 4 runs in the inning to take control for good. It's the recent numbers that really stand out. Over the last 7 games, Jazz is hitting .435 with 10 hits, 5 RBI, and 4 stolen bases. He's also reached base in 6 of 7 of those games, and we know what happens on the base paths. His 35 stolen bases rank 2nd in the league. Availability is always the best ability. No, we may not be at what we would consider full strength, but ball up top. It's game day. The road to a World Cup berth continues tonight on the road in Uruguay, and we'll have to get it done with 10 guys. A bit of a different look from the last window. He was injured the last time we saw him on the floor for Team Bahamas, but Buddy Hield is back and ready to lead the charge. There's Kai Jones, Isaiah Mobley, Franco Miller Jr., Sammy Hunter, Dominic Bridgewater, Keno Burrows, Garvin Clark Jr., Jacob Hanna, and Romad Dean. The Bahamas is 2-4 headed into this window, and Uruguay comes in at 5-1. Carifta Track and Field is headed to Guyana for the first time. This is a big deal, a big responsibility. So NACAC head honcho Mike Sands and the region's top official gotta make sure everything will be ready. NACAC signed the official hosting agreement with Guyana's Athletic Association, so all systems are a go. The 54th edition of the region's biggest junior track and field showcase will take place over Easter weekend, with about 1,100 athletes, coaches, and officials expected to make the trip. Sands says the games are a major opportunity for young athletes to get noticed by university scouts and test themselves against some of the best junior talent in the region. There's also the bragging rights. Never ever forget the bragging rights.
Carifta Games, as you all know, is the preeminent junior track and field championships to be had anywhere in the world. It is the longest serving track and field championships, and our former world president, Lemaine Diak, he made it the statement that, because he attended the first one, I think back in 2002 in the Bahamas, and he made the statement that this is comparable to the World Junior Championship.
That'll do it for sports. This is 10 OIS. Still August, so still a little too early to start making fun of sad NFL fan bases, even the Dolphins. But the 49ers though, 49ers gotta hold this L. Maybe hold like 140 L's.
Still ahead on Our News tonight, from humble beginnings to the international spotlight, an artist shares the journey behind his rising career and latest musical success. And Greg is back with your extended weather when Our News returns. Stay with us.
Bing bang bing. Bing bang bing. Ding ding bang. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang.
Sun, sea, good friends.
And bold new flavor has arrived in the Bahamas. Introducing the new Jalapeno Ranch Cheeseburger. Spicy jalapenos, cool ranch, fresh Wendy's beef, one perfect balance. This isn't a heat you run from, you enjoy it. Bring the heat. Keep the cool with Wendy's new Jalapeno Ranch Cheeseburger.
Making money is a lot like baking bread. This loaf, like Treasury bills, was made with a recipe designed to deliver great results and to do so in a relatively short period of time, just like Treasury bills. While this loaf here is more like Bahamas registered stock. It's a bit fuller, a bit crustier, and you may have to wait a little bit longer, but boy is it worth it. Treasury bills and Bahamas registered stock are both low risk, government backed, and feature maturity dates that you pick. Treasury bills and Bahamas registered stock, making money never tasted so good.
Hurricane season is here, and staying informed is crucial. Stay with our news and the RTV network for reliable coverage and insights you need. Our experienced meteorologists and reporters are dedicated to bringing you timely, relevant updates to help keep you and your loved ones safe. Stay with the team you already trust this hurricane season. Tune in and stay informed. Your safety depends on it.
This is our news. Welcome back. We have newly formed Tropical Storm Dolly out there in the open Atlantic. We were anticipating the system trying to get its act together. Still have quite a bit of work to do. But that system will continue to track towards the west. The latest position at 5 p.m., 13.7 degrees north, 40.7 degrees west. Winds up to 40 miles per hour. And it is moving quickly towards the west at 24 miles per hour. This system will continue to track in that general direction over the course of the next couple of days. Should be moving near the Lesser Antilles by Sunday morning. Eventually, we expect the system to run in some upper level sharing. So this system will have a very narrow window for any strengthening. And once it gets into our area, likely to fall into a remnant low and a track towards the west. We will continue to watch this system as it continues to pull towards the west. Should get into the southeast Bahamas or what's left of it by early next week. Closer to home, we have that upper level disturbance across Florida, triggering some showers and some thunderstorms across the northwest Bahamas. We also have an upper level low that's going to be tracking towards the west, just to the north of Hispaniola. That's going to bring us some showers as well, and that coupled with a tropical wave to the south of that. So look for some showers in the forecast for the weekend. They will be spotty and isolated, so you may want to have the rain gear handy. Taking a look at the moisture track with what's Dolly now, that's going to continue to track towards the west. By Friday, we expected several hundred miles to the east of the Lesser Antilles. Saturday morning getting very close, and then by Sunday what's left of it should be across the northern portions of the Leeward Islands, and as I mentioned, we expect that system to fall apart. Boating forecast, northwest Bahamas tonight to tomorrow. The winds will be out of the east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, seas running 2 to 4 feet over open waters. High tide is at 8:22 tonight. Low tide takes place at 2:31 in the morning. For the central and southeast Bahamas, caution flag in place. Winds will be easterly at 15 knots. They will be gusting higher times. Seas will be running 3 to 5 feet. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, with the disturbance approaching us from the east and that one exiting to the west, of course, we have a couple of tropical waves moving to the south. We keep showers in the forecast. That will take us into Sunday. Sunday, we get a break. And then by Monday, with what's left of Dolly, we continue to watch that, we could see an increase in some shower activity across our area during the early part of next week. That's a look at our weather. Make it a safe night, everybody.
All right, thanks so much for that, Greg. Well, from using an outdoor bathroom to now headlining a major streaming platform, Sounds of Carnival Stage, Vaughn is an artist hailing from Grenada who made a significant impact with his hit song Trouble in the Morning and continues to gain recognition with his latest track, Jab Decisions. In this exclusive interview, our Daniel Miller speaks with the emerging star.
Everybody know I've been here. From July, reach in Grenada. I get a fight, but I don't get accommodation. So find me all over the nation.
That's recording artist Vaughn, and he's currently making waves in the soca scene with his latest hit, Jab Decisions. The Grenadian artist has embarked on a world tour, hosted a grand concert in his native country, revolutionized soca performances through his Unplugged series, made his debut on BBC Live Lounge, and more, all within a single year. All achievements, he tells me, he's grateful for.
Really and truly just pray in the moment and just say, thank you, continue to bless me and bless my family.
And now, he's adding another accolade to his resume. Vaughn has returned as the soca representative for Spotify's 2026 Carnival Songs campaign. His involvement has integrated him in the history of Notting Hill Carnival as the campaign commemorates the 60th anniversary of this massive event.
And then this year we're doing this, it's the first time ever doing the live carnival. So it's amazing when, it's the opportunity. I felt honored to be a part of it again.
Staged to embody the spirit of Carnival with jab elements in the background, he delivered a live acoustic performance of soca icon Kess's Hello and his track Jab Decisions, Vaughn describing it as a moment of confidence.
Were you intimidated by it in any way? Because Cass is a performer, no?
Yeah, I'm a performer.
And most importantly, pride, recognizing that he was no longer battling to achieve his dreams. He serves as an ambassador of Caribbean excellence.
I just really wanted to sing well. I wanted to perform well. I wanted everybody that was working. There was so much people, and the camera people, the security, everybody that was there just showing that for all their hard work, I wanted to represent myself well. I wanted to represent the genre well. I wanted to perform and sing well, and I think I did just that.
Vaughn's performance is streaming now only on Spotify. Reporting for our news, I'm Danielle Miller.
All right, thanks so much for that, Danielle, and thank you for joining us for our news tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall-Thomas. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening.